everybody. Hi. This is Dr. Anugraha here. So today let's talk about two very important topics. I hope everything is clear. Okay. So let's talk about two very important topics for your final year exams. One is Trichomoniasis vaginalis. It's a short class. Okay. And the second one is bacterial vaginosis. So I'll be telling you only the important points. These points, so you should definitely write for exams. Okay, don't come out without writing these important points. Okay, so let's start with Trichomoniasis vaginalis. What is it, guys? Is it a bacteria? Is it a fungus? Is it a virus? What is it? Trichomoniasis vaginalis, it is a parasite. Okay, first thing, it is a parasite. So if somebody asks you under which category it comes of parasites, you will say it is a flagellate. Okay, it is the most common cause of STDs and urethritis, non-gonococcal urethritis. So just remember, it is the most common cause of STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. If you talk about so somebody asks you which is the most common parasite that's causing STDs, answer is what? Trichomoniasis vaginalis. Okay, so how is it spread, guys? It is spread via sexual route. Okay, 1 second, just a moment. Yeah, guys, back. Yeah, so it is spread via sexual route. Okay, so mostly it is spread from females to males, but other ways also it's possible. So this parasite, now once it enters your body, it's gonna cause genital problems. Okay, not just genital, but yeah, generally genital problems. I'll tell you what are they. So who's the reservoir of this disease? Who carries it? These are the females. Okay, so mostly the females have this parasite and they give it to males during intercourse. Now, remember when I talk about parasites, no? Mostly all the parasites have got this trophozoid form. Okay, 1 second. Something like this. Okay, this is a trophozoid form, and they have got a cyst form, but the other forms are also there, but mostly it is a trophozoid form and the cyst form. Trophozoid form and cyst form. Now this Trichomonas is the only parasite which does not have cyst form. It has only trophozoid form. Very, very important. Okay, so what is the infective stage? If somebody asks you, see, you will say it is a trophozoid form of the parasite. Okay, so in some parasites now the cyst form is infective, in some it is a trophozoid form which is infective. So here is TV, Trichomoniasis vaginalis. Let's call it TV. Okay, I have made this now because every time saying Trichomoniasis vaginalis takes a few seconds, so it adapts to your video. Okay, yeah. So this one, no, it has only trophozoid form and that is an infective stage. Okay, no cyst form. Very, very important. Now, how does it manifest in males? Okay, in males it manifests as in males, it manifests as urethritis, clinical features, okay? Urethritis, okay, which is inflammation of the urethra. Then it manifests as cystitis. What is cystitis? It is inflammation of the bladder. Then it causes prostatitis. What is that? It is inflammation of the prostate gland. It's one of the, part of reproductive system in males, okay? Now, in females, this is what's very important. Trichomoniasis vaginalis, it gives a specific appearance to the cervix called as strawberry cervix. Okay, it's called as, see guys, my camera is a little ulta, so I don't know if it's fully capturing it. Anyways, I'm recording this. Okay, so yeah, females now, it causes, very important question, it causes something called, it gives the appearance called as strawberry cervix. So if a female has this or Trichomoniasis vaginalis in her body, okay, in the genitals, she gets this kind of cervix which looks like a strawberry. Okay, so it just like strawberry, it looks like a strawberry. That's why we call it strawberry cervix. And very, very important, in females they get a particular discharge, a colorful discharge called as not called as, it's greenish discharge that comes out from a vagina in case of Trichomoniasis vaginalis. This is also another important thing that you need to write in your exam. Okay, so what is a sample? So if a lady comes to you and says that she has greenish discharge per vagina, what will your sample be? Good. It's gonna be the discharge. Okay, so you collect the discharge from the vagina. We call it as a pap smear. Now in microscopy, if you take the discharge and you see it under the microscope, what you see is, I told you this parasite has got only the trophozoid form now. So you see the trophozoid of this parasite under microscopy. How does this trophozoid look like? It looks like this. Okay, first I'll draw and then I'll show you. Okay. So it looks like this. It has got anteriorly 4 flagella. Okay, flagella means it is a structure in a parasite that helps it to move. Okay, so anteriorly it has got 4 flagella and posteriorly it has got 1 flagella. Okay, and at the middle it has got a nucleus. So see, this is a picture, or if you see it under the microscope. Okay, one second, you see this picture, guys. This is how a Trichomonas vaginalis will look like. You can see. Okay, this is 4 anterior flagella and 1 posterior flagella, and there is a nucleus in the center. Okay, good. Now, what kind of motility does it show, guys? What kind of motility? Very important. Yes, good. It is the twitching motility. Twitching motility. It's something like this. Okay, twitching motility. It shows under microscope. Now, culture media. These two learn it by heart. Okay, we have certain culture medias for this parasite. One is called as large cysteine hydrolysate serum and the other one is diamond medium. Okay, so if you can't remember this, at least remember diamond medium. Okay, but so these are the important points about Trichomonas vaginalis. Quickly, in 2 minutes, we are going to discuss Trichomonas vaginalis. 2 things that definitely you should know. It causes strawberry cervix in females and it gives a greenish discharge per vagina. It has got only trophozoid form, no cyst form. This much clear. It is a sexually transmitted disease. Okay, it is a parasite. Okay, that is important. Next, we are moving on to the next topic. Okay, that is Gardnerella vaginalis. Okay, what is Gardnerella vaginalis? This is also very important in your OBG, micro. They'll ask you as maybe a 5-mark or a 3-mark question. So, yeah, Gardnerella vaginalis. This, it is a bacteria. Okay, so somebody asks you, is it a bacteria, virus, fungus? You will say, ma'am, it is a bacteria. Very good. So, bacteria, I'll take a different color, no? I'm tired of purple. Okay. Okay. Now, this bacteria, no, guys, bacteria, they have got different structures. One, we have cocci, okay, which looks like round, okay. Then we have bacilli, okay, which looks something like this. So, bacteria, they are of different shapes, okay. So, now this bacteria, somebody, Gardnerella vaginalis, I told you it is a bacteria. Somebody asks you which shape it has got. You will say it is a cocobacilli. What is it? It is a cocobacilli. Now, what do you mean by cocobacilli? See, it has both the structures of cocci and a bacilli. Okay? So, bacteria which are looking round, we call them as cocci. Which are looking something like this, we call them as bacilli. Now, this bacteria has got both kinds of, it is like intermediate. Okay, it's neither cocci, it's neither bacilli. But yeah, you understood, no? So, that's why it's called as cocobacilli. This Gardnerella vaginalis, see guys, this bacteria, I wouldn't say it is it's not a sexually transmitted disease. Oh, before that, Gardnerella vaginalis, it causes a disease called as, very good, okay, that is bacterial vaginosis, okay, bacterial vaginosis, good. Now, again, this also causes genital problems only. Most in females, clinical feature, what is it? A female will come and tell you, the doctor, she is having white frothy discharge. White frothy discharge from vagina. Okay, so definitely you must suspect bacterial vaginosis if the patient is telling you white frothy discharge. Frothy matlab kya hai? What do you mean by frothy? Like soap water. Yeah, so that's called frothy discharge. So you will think about bacterial vaginosis. What is the sample you will take? You will take that discharge only, okay? You will take pap smear discharge only and you will see it under the microscope. Now, in microscope, if it is bacterial vaginosis, okay, if it is this bacteria causing her these symptoms, you will see very, very, very important, something called as clue cells. Okay, clue cells. Don't forget it. Even in your sleep, you should be able to say clue cells. Now, what is this clue cells? Very good. Clue cells, matlab, when you're taking the discharge, when you're taking the sample from the vagina, what happens is, in the swab, you get the epithelial cells from the vagina. Okay, so these are the epithelial cells from the vagina, let us say. And, on those epithelial cells, the cocobacilli will sit. So together, it gives the appearance of something called as clue cells. See, it's giving us a clue ki, yeah, this is what bacterial vaginosis. So it's called as clue cells, okay? Basically, it's nothing but the epithelial cells of the vagina. On top of it, what the bacteria is sitting. So that picture is called as a clue cell, okay? So how does clue cell look like, guys? Clue cells look like this one. Second, So guys, can you see here? Yeah, it's a little slow. uh, yeah, see here guys, so if you can see, these all are clue cells. Okay, these all are clue cells, and if you observe carefully, you can see small bacilli sitting on it. Okay, so this is a clue. These are clue cells. Okay, fine. What happened here? Yeah, my hands are very sweaty, that's why. Okay, now when you talk about a bacterial vaginosis, no, you must write about something called as Amsel's criteria. Hmm? Amsel's criteria. Now, what is Amsel's criteria? Okay, first thing, it is associated, it is a criteria of bacterial vaginosis. Under this criteria, I've got three things. Okay, first thing, the pH of the vagina should be more than 4.5. Okay, and then you should see clue cells in a microscope. Third, the whiff test. What is whiff test? Very important, guys. You know, if you take the discharge, okay, that white discharge from the vagina, and if you add 10% of KOH, if you add 10% of KOH, what you get is a fishy smell. Okay, and see, so that's called whiff test. So if you have all these three, pH more than 4.5, whiff test positive, clue cell seen on microscopy, then it is for sure that the lady is having what? Bacterial vaginosis. Okay, so that's all about guys, bacterial vaginosis. My tab is stuck. Okay, so again, once more, in bacterial vaginosis, what all you must remember, don't forget about the color of discharge, white frothy discharge, and what do you see in microscopy? Very good. Clue cells you see. What are clue cells? They are epithelial cells. On top of them, you have got the Gardnerella vaginalis, the bacteria stuck on that. Okay, so that picture is called what? Clue cells. Okay, and Amsel's criteria, these three things. Okay, so pH of the vagina should be more than 4.5, whiff test should be positive, and clue cells should be seen on microscopy. All these, if you see, then the diagnosis is pakka bacterial vaginosis. So I think we are done for the day. Very important short note. Okay, don't get these wrong. Take care. Bye bye.